NBA playoffs in 2022 with Steph Curry, destroyer of dreams. Steph Curry reaffirmed his position as the best offensive player of his time by winning yet another championship and his first Finals MVP. He had the opportunity to demonstrate all of his abilities during the 2022 NBA playoffs, demoralizing successive defenders who threw up their arms in despair after realizing how pointless it was to attempt to stop Mr. Curry. Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we will discuss how Curry unlocked his soul-killing buckets and why his mere presence in the half-court causes so much havoc with the defense. Let's begin. Curry, the son of 16-year NBA player and accurate shooter Del Curry, grew up playing basketball. The elder Curry taught his son how to play the game's nonsense. He delegates some jobs to the Warriors' deft attack and low-post split movement. Curry can come around open for a simple catch and shot if Curry's post passers set the screen over his elbow. However, Curry is excellent at reading and responding, cutting into the lane for a rapid release floater before the defense can even react if the opponent chooses to cheat. Austin Rivers does a wonderful job of spinning off the screen and meeting Curry on the grab, but they don't always get a catch and shot in the opening act. Instead, they flow into a ball screen back in the middle, catching the big man falling too far to help. It becomes entertaining when they introduce more wrinkles beforehand because Curry initially sets a brush screen for Clay before receiving the split screen at the elbow. Even if he fails to gain space off the cut, he will still hit his opponent with a move that makes it appear that he is playing excellent defense but is just there for the poster. Here's a wrinkle that's even better since Curry sets the cross screen before the low post is even available for the catch. He then pivots and positions a back screen for Wig into the foul line. By doing this, he gains an additional step of room to round the corner for a simple mid-range shot. And I adore how this begins as a pinch post on the opposing side as everyone begins to move according to their allotted positions. The low post even includes a dribble handoff at the conclusion, allowing Curry to attack for the floater while on the dribble. The defense is thrown off balance by the soul-killing shots because the entire defensive unit is terrified of what he can do from all over the floor. And there were perhaps 30 shots in this year's playoffs where the defense had no choice but to hang its head and walk back down to the other end. I observed how frequently shots of this type that kill momentum occur when the score is tight, and how they typically provide the team with a tremendous momentum boost. Throughout the post-season series, the Warriors were the target of numerous runs that needed a heroic effort to halt. They said "save us" as they went to Steph and handed her the ball, and I'm still in awe of how frequently he was successful, given how difficult the tasks were. Even though the Warriors' playoffs chances were sometimes limited, the quiet assurance Curry exuded meant he wouldn't allow them to lose. It was amazing how frequently and easily he could get players to fly by with the smallest shot faker's eyes fixed on the hoop. But what distinguished him as an assassin was that once he gained this advantage, he would not give up until he could locate the location where he could fire that shot. While the defense was forced to rise to the air to stop his superhuman shooting, this also resulted in many buckets as they could not keep up. It was amazing to watch how frequently he would stay behind the line while still dodging the defender to get clear looks off from deep, even though this battle was intended to run him off the line. As he came around on a full sprint, his teammates often forewent open shots to help him obtain a look with a short handoff. This component of their approach reminded me of the Harlem Globetrotters. These shots had you perplexed about how slumbering defenders could guard the best guard on the court. However, it's only natural for people to give up a little once he drives off and leaves, believing they have completed their task and are secure. However, this is never the case. Since he never stopped moving and is accustomed to taking these shots, their projected field goal percentage is high. Then, because his defender is so worried about getting him to the ball, you add his ability to cut backdoor to the basket. And it should put to rest any doubters out there who want to claim that Curry doesn't play well enough in the playoffs, that he's posting the kind of scoring and true shooting numbers that almost no one in the history of NBA. While he's getting layups as the most washed guy on the court, he's making these professional defenders seem foolish. As Seth Curry ran, raced, sprinted, and jolted, his way past and under numerous defenders in each possession. Let's enjoy another series of shots that continue to crush souls and shatter dreams. Only the tiniest window of light would allow me to take clear pictures, but to subsequently be able to drop the ball through the iron at arcs and angles that are occasionally unachievable, it is hardly surprising that he has 4 titles. Being the focal point of their allotted offense and considering how successfully he handled this playoff run, including gaining weight and muscle, I don't see any indication that he will slow down. Based on what we have witnessed over the past 3 months, I believe he's improving even more. Basketball took another rotational turn along with the Wilson that was ready to splash into the hoop as Stephen Curry blasted another 3-pointer. In the most recent Golden State Warriors contest, this occurred. Furthermore, the one before that and the one before that. Oh hell, it will happen in the next game as well. After all, many weekly basketball cliches feel safe, like Curry crushing the souls of helpless defenders who know their fate even before the swoosh sound, like sweat and fouls. Curry made 272 3-pointers in the NBA season in 2012-2013, 286 the following year, and 402 in the next year, setting a new record. He is on course to break more records this season, adding another 400 or more. Remember that Curry only made 55 in the regretful sprained ankle season of 2011-12 when he was alarmed by the condition, unable to play a full schedule, and 12 in 2019-20 due to a broken hand. When computing his career total for running, Curry is spearheading the revolution and outstripping the 3-point shot even though he didn't originate it. No one else has 10, but he has 38 games with 9 or more made 3-pointers. Allen played 1,300 games in his career. The game on Tuesday in New York was only Curry's 789th career. Curry stands out, but not for the shot. Both the range and the precision are to blame for making onlookers gasp. He treats 30-footers the same way the others treat floaters. And Curry is well known for his characteristic jumper launched from the logo. The efficiency for such a high-volume shooter is even more amazing, and Curry takes the most satisfaction in it because it highlights his brilliance. For instance, the few players with career percentages greater than Curry's, like Steve Kerr, took about 5,000 fewer attempts overall. Curry doesn't chuck them up, to use a basketball slang term. Curry fell and went 0 for 10 after making 3-pointers for 157 straight games, an NBA record. Curry shot a career-high 13 for 17 shots in the next game as if to demonstrate a lesson to the basketball. That is all for this video. We will be back soon with another informative video. Don't forget to like and share this video. Until next time.